All right, here we go. Division 1 finals here, 2011 Paintball Sports Promotions World Cup. I'm Matty Marshall, and I have Mikko Huutonen from the Los Angeles Ironmen up here. And we are about to watch the T1 Topgun Union take on the upTon 187 cRew. And this should be a very interesting match. upTon 187 cRew in white and black, and Topgun in the red and black. And these guys have fought long and hard to get here, and the D1 Finals Championship is on the line. Should be a really good matchup, Mikko. I'm interested to see what's going to happen here. You know, you've played this field a lot. What are these guys going to need to do to win this game?
Yeah, this field is definitely like, I think it plays the both ways pretty good. You can go down to Doritos, you can down to Snake, and it also, you know, like if you get a good position, there's a lot of long points like we saw in the Russians and Dynasty game.
Lots of long points. We've definitely seen. It's weird though, because we've definitely seen some quick points too. So those options are out there. All right, let's check it out. 1 second to go here. You're watching upTon, and then now Topgun streaking out to the corner on the Snake side, and they're able to keep 5 guys alive. And it looks like 187 cRew is going to be losing their back corner bunker on the Snake side.
And that's a big G right there. They only got 1 guy on the Snake side, so they should definitely push down the Snake side.
They're making moves though on this Dorito side over here, upTon 187, and you know, he's going to have to go to work. There's no one in the Snake for either team, and I don't understand. I mean, I get playing maybe a little conservatively, but the Topgun Union over here. Now, okay, there we go. Now, nice job. He's getting up there in the insert bunker right behind the Snake. That's on your screen right there, and you can see that crossfield spread. Look at all 3 back players, and they're nice job.
Here we go, all the way to the Snake. He needs to get down all the way, just get in all the way to the 50 Snake. And
yeah, what's stopping him right now? The temple, obviously.
The temple is crossing the lane,
but you can still, you know, hey, put the guy in.
Yeah, there's just this little small gap. You just got to jump over and get in the Snake 2, and then get down to 50 Snake, and then you're done.
Well, another thing that comes into play when you get these, you know, these guys are experienced. This is Division 1. You know, so it's right below the pros. And so these are the guys that are going to be the future of the sport and the next top-level pros. Eventually, who knows when that's going to happen. But the thing is this is where it all comes from. And now we're watching on your screen right now, 187 cRew able to get into that insert bunker on the Snake side. A move being made over here on the Snake side for Topgun Union.
Yeah, 187 cRew did a good move. They spread it out on the Snake side, and now I think they're back in the game.
Yeah, they definitely a little stopgap here. And the big loss. It's not a good death. Hunt getting shot for Topgun Union.
Oh, the second guy too. Now it's 4-2.
Not looking good for Topgun right now.
Yeah, 187 cRew is definitely got an advantage at this point.
And at this point right now, you want to make sure you get that first point.
Oh, here we go.
There it is. So nice job. I was going to say slow, methodical to shoot your lanes. You have the numerical superiority, so just really work on that. And there, I was going to say, might want to just concede with 1 player left alive and looking at 3 bodies.
It's interesting to see how it's going to be different from looking at the pros and Division 1, if it's going to be faster or slower, what it's going to be.
Yeah, I mean, you know, traditionally it's slower. Sometimes, though, you get guys doing wild and crazy stuff that you wouldn't see when you get, like, technical, methodical pros. But, you know, like the game where we watched, you know, the Dynasty Russians game was the most technical game I've seen out here this weekend. Yep. It was a very technical, low-scoring affair. And the Russians ended up taking it. They are going to meet Damage in the finals. We got a replay right now. Let's check this out. So you're looking at, that's the upTon right now. 187 cRew on the breakout for the first point as they get that crossfield spread. They lose that back corner immediately, so not a lot of offense on the Snake side, Mikko. And then also here on the flip side, Topgun Union, they get a good breakout. Not really, they're rolling the guns, but you know, it's interesting. You know what I've seen a lot of as we're watching you know, Topgun Union getting into Snake 1 is that I've noticed a big difference between the divisions and the pros. As I think that's Steven Lasher. Yeah, it is. That's Steven Lasher.
Yeah.
He used to play for Infamous. Yeah. So you know, but the big difference is that there's more guys dying off the break when you're watching these pro games, and guys are more willing to double up the back center and play out in the blind areas for a longer period of time at the pro level than they are at the divisional level.
And also this. You know, it's Sunday. It's World Cup Sunday. All these teams, you don't want to make a mistake. You don't want to be that guy who messes up and, you know, gets shot down.
No, you definitely don't want to do that.
So it's a lot of pressure on this guy.
Yeah, lots of pressure. And sometimes that means slower games. Sometimes it does. But so far, that was a really good point. And let's see if Topgun Union can get back in here. Looks like they're going to send Hunt over here to the snake side of the field again. And they do. Look at this, all the way.
Yeah, all the way to the
And he just gets clipped, though. So I like that. I like what they're thinking, but
the X is not playing too good off the break. I haven't seen too many like a big points to be won there.
There's been a couple, actually, a few. It's not the standard move. It's definitely one of those things you throw every now and then. But I do like how, you know, upTon's up a point and they're trying to roll the dice. I appreciate that. I think that's a really cool thing to do. The low risk or high risk, high reward type deal.
It's 4 against 4. It's actually 187 cRew is in a better position, I think. If they can get down a snake, this white guy needs to get down to the temple right before the snake and get down the snake. Now here he goes.
Here he goes. So all the way into snake.
That's a good shot.
But he got shot from the stand-up temple, on the opposite side of the field. But now there's absolutely no one on this snake side for either team. I mean, they each have one in the small insert bunker, but that's almost center of the field, really, you know? And then on the Dorito side of the field, if you look at on your screen right now, you're looking at the Topgun Union. And look at this. See right here, they have all 4 of their guys from the insert bunker right here, kind of snake side, but more center, all the way to the Dorito side. They do have a guy in Dorito 1, but then again, so does upTon. upTon in 187 also
needs to get down a snake right now. They have 3 guys on the Dorito side. I don't think they have to slow the guys down there and get in the snake, and game is over.
Yeah, let's see if he can actually do that, though. So now, see, this is that slow point we're talking about. You know, things kind of get settled, and these guys kind of get in this rhythm, this gunfight rhythm, where they're just shooting their guns, and they don't want to make that mistake. And you can kind of see, look at all the body language. They're all down on a knee. You know, no one's up, like, gunfighting, actively gunfighting. They're just kind of holding lanes. And then on opposite side, too. So that's a Topgun Union. Oh, now here we go. Nice job. You know, I was talking about Topgun Union right there, but then upTon was able to make a move and fit the Dorito.
Big one right there.
It's a big kill. Takes out Hunt cross field. So 187 cRew looking pretty solid, right? Oh, and then dies out of his bunker up there.
Gets the 50 Dorito.
Gets shot out of that 50 Dorito. You can see it there on the wide screen, or the wide shot. And then now you're looking at, here we go.
It's 3 against 2 right now.
Yep, Topgun Union. They got 3 players all on the Dorito side of the field. So, I mean, this is actually a pretty good lineup for the 2 to try to get a good shot on the 3. You know, the field is not spread.
Yep.
So I'm wondering if Topgun is...
Now it's 3 against.
Yeah,
I think that's it.
Dies out of his bunker.
These guys are running there.
This guy's going to pay the toll. Let's see if they save him. Yeah, I was like...
Oh, they were being nice.
Yeah, they were being nice. So now we got ourselves a tie game here. 10 minutes and 5 seconds left to play in this D1 final matchup. So, Miko, how do you feel about the event, man? I mean, you've seen a lot of World Cups. I mean, obviously, you're probably a little bit disappointed in your team's performance, but you know, but you guys are still rebuilding, realistically. You know?
We got a new team, and you know, I think we played Vicious yesterday, and we beat them pretty good. I think maybe we went a little bit soft in the game and didn't play exactly hard as you have to play. You can't make mistakes. You know, that's paintball, though. It happens.
It is, and I think it's a really good learning experience for some of the younger guys on your team. You know, I love Kyle Spica. I think he's an amazing talent. He had a rough day today.
Oh, real rough.
Had a rough day. I thought Oswaldo played pretty good for you guys over there in the Snake.
Yeah, Oswaldo was playing my line most of the time, so I didn't really see him actually play.
I thought he played well.
He was down there.
Consistently getting in there, and he was doing battle for sure. Yeah, Spica definitely struggled, and yeah, and it's just like little tweaks, I think. You know,
yeah, Oswaldo, this is a big thing too. You know, he's a little bit older.
Yeah.
From average age rate from a pro player, and he's from Brazil, so that's a big thing to be playing in a World Cup Sunday.
Yeah, he did great, man. I give him props. He definitely, you know, you guys are running him a lot, and I saw you sat Spica to get him out there, and it worked, but it didn't work good enough, unfortunately. And yeah, you got to give props to Vicious though. You know, Vicious played really good against you guys and really deserved the win. So I thought Brian Borer from Vicious is really stepping it up. He's really coming into his own.
Yeah, didn't go so well against Damage, though.
No,
Damage looking strong.
Damage looks great. So
both the Russians and Damage.
Who are you taking in that game? Russians or Damage?
I think I will take Damage.
Damage?
But it's hard to tell. Russians are looking good.
Can Fedorov continue to play as well as he's been playing?
Yeah,
obviously, also, Justin Rabkoff had a great end of the game as well. All right, but back to this matchup, tied up at 1 apiece. Topgun Union in the red, 187 Crew in the white and black. And 5 alive, but kind of stuck in the center of the field here. 187 Crew on your screen right now. And then now streaking out to that back corner. Now you're looking at Topgun Union and their crossfield spread. You can see 5 alive, 3 there to the left of your screen, 1 in that back corner bunker on the Dorito side center of your screen, and then also the stand-up temple.
A very, very slow game. You see all the guys are very concentrated. They're loading up their guns up and just shooting those lanes. I don't think they're even gunfighting. I think they're just holding the lanes down. They're trying to shoot those guys moving up to the Dorito side. The second guy from the Snake side, he had a really good shot to the Doritos. He can really shut it down. And like you can see, there's 187 that has no people going down the Doritos right there. So
look at this. Yeah, here's the look. Check it out. This is the 187 Crew right now. I'm sorry, no, this is 187 Crew right here. 5 players alive. No offense on the Snake side right now. They got a player in the back.
No offense on the Dorito side.
Yeah, no offense on the Dorito side. Here we go. He read our mind. And trying to make a move over there, and he's going to try to get into Snake 1. He's kind of being held up, though, by that temple.
Oh, wow.
Just running to his death.
That's interesting. They just doubled up the center tower. I don't think I've seen that before.
Yeah, I don't think I have either. That's the first time I think I've seen anyone double up that tower. So they don't want to stay there for long, though.
Maybe that's the move.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the move.
Maybe that is the move. Maybe that's the move we didn't know about. Well, we're going to find out.
Here we go. Both guys have a snake. One guy in a snake. Both teams.
And 8 minutes and 24 seconds here. Oh, the ref is running over. It's never a good sign when they start streaking over there. Oh, but he ends up being clean. And then now a move being made by the 187 move. Crew. He gets taken out. Got shot cross field, I think.
Yeah, that tower is really doing a good job right there. Across the field. Shutting the Snake down.
Yeah.
He's really cutting that lane from Snake 1 to Snake 2. And I think that was the guy who shot the 187 Crew Snake player going down the 50 Snake.
Yeah, I think that's who it was too. So both teams now into Snake 1. And it's really kind of well, I was going to say it's a toss-up for better field position on the Dorito side, but Topgun Union's got one more player over there, so they're definitely in better position, or a better position overall. They have 5 players still left alive. Score is still 1-1, very long point. 7 minutes and 23 seconds left.
This is how you see the field, how it plays out. If you have a good even spread, even if it's 5-3, it's really hard to make the moves. Oh, that was a big move.
That was a big move. All the way from the tower. Yeah.
So upTon Union just went all the way to the tower to Snake corner.
Well, so now his Snake guy has support and one more body to work with because they were tripled up over there on the Dorito side of the field.
That's very smart because now if the oh wow, so 187 Crew loses the Snake guy. This will be interesting right now. Oh, that was a great shot.
I think Steven Lasher. I think that was Steven Lasher.
And Lasher got shot by the same shot from the tower guy than the.
And you could see he's kind of limping off. I wonder if he's okay. And he was very angry at his coach because you could see anytime a guy gets shot and then immediately goes, hey, turns around and kind of gives it was frustrating.
Well, there's a lot of people right now in watching this game. So
yeah,
there's all kind of counter coaching and yelling and screaming.
There's so much craziness coming from the crowd right now. So it looks like the point is going to go to the Topgun Union, and they are going to go up 2-1 here. So upTon came out, scored a point, and it's been all Topgun Union since then. So now 2-1, but still a 1-point match with 6 minutes and 23 seconds left. It's anyone's game at this point. Who wants it more?
This next point is going to be big though. If Topgun Union can make it to 3-1 and time is running down, if there's long points like this, or if the 187 comes back and goes 2-2, it's big points. So we're gonna really see I think it's going to be the next point. It's going to be long and a slow point like the last one. But we'll see.
We will definitely see 2-1, and we're trying to crown a D1 champion. Let's see who wants it the best and wants it the most. Both these teams, and these are the guys, you keep seeing these guys up here. Like the Topgun Union and the 187 Crew, they are just all the time battling it out for this T1 crown. The Jesters are also a big team too, and but at the same time, I mean, this could be our future pro teams.
These are the guys who are going to be up in a pro. soon, you know, some of the best guys are going to move up in the teams. They're going to pick up, or either one of these teams are going to step up and go to pro division. We've seen teams coming up from Division 1 past years, good ones.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you know, Vicious has come up and now finally beat you guys. You know,
so.
That's impressive. Also, Portland Uprising, though, they came from the other league. But, you know, definitely have seen these, you know, I mean, look at Impact. Impact came up the ranks, and eventually that's kind of how it happens, except for the old powerhouse teams. The names have been around for a long time. But they came from somewhere, too, you know?
Oh, yeah, and it's like the players, the teams, they come from somewhere. Our players, they're all from old Wrecking Crew. All the young kids are pretty much coming from Wrecking Crew. Yeah,
Cat, Humphreys.
Yep, Humphreys.
Did Spica play for Wrecking Crew?
No. Spica was originally from Great Lock kids.
Really?
Yeah, he's North Carolina.
Really?
Yep.
Interesting. All right, so now here it is. We were watching this point go down, and it's 2-1, and unfortunately
both guys lose their snake runner.
Both teams losing bodies here, but it looks like there's only 4 left alive for the 187 crew, and also 4 left alive for Top Gun. Right now you're looking at 187 crew on your screen. And there's the wide shot of that Dorito side of the field. That stand-up tempo has been such an integral part to these game plans. And always sending somebody there. Every team has always had somebody in the stand-up tempo.
I think that stand-up tempo, that just bounced the guy spreading out the snake wave on 187 crew. Right. This guy on the screen, I think I saw paint spraying off his back, but I don't think it left anything.
Yeah, so a big move by 187 crew all the way to D1, and he makes it. Nobody had a gun on him. But that's the problem when you're not spread out. If you're not spread wide, you don't have any penetration of the field, you don't have any ground, you haven't taken any ground, then it's really tough for you to try to pick those guys up and bunch in the center sometimes. Because you pick them up the last second instead of tracking them for a while.
That Dorito side is, when you play head-to-head, it's actually pretty blocked off. So a lot of these shots to shut down the field are all the way across the field. That's why you see that tower guy crossing up all the time. So here he goes to the snake.
4 minutes and 53 seconds left to go here. Long point. This is a really long point. We've actually seen a series of decently long points as the score. I mean, there's only been 3 points scored, and we've already cracked the 5-minute mark. Oh, wow. Topgun Union getting shot out of their bunker there at the stand-up temple.
And 187 guy goes all the way to the X. That's a good place to block up that snake right now. So now all that 187 crew needs to go get down the snake, and it's a free-for-all.
Well, yeah, I mean, he still is being shot at, but again, anytime I see where there's no one else in the snake and no one in the bunkers.
Another guy goes down from Topgun Union.
Yeah, Topgun Union. It looks like 187 might be tying this game up here. We'll see. Uh-oh. As a move, look at this huge move. Oh, wow. Topgun Union coming, and a major penalty on Topgun Union.
Topgun Union. That's interesting.
So Top Gun getting a penalty. Getting a major penalty, and it's really going to help 187 crew get back in the game. Kind of a topsy-crazy point over there on the Dorito side of the field. Top Gun player comes all the way down, and I just don't know if he goes to sleep on D1 or what was happening there, but he ends up getting taken out from point-blank range, got blasted.
There were some big moves in the end. First it was all slow and everybody was thinking about it, and now the guys were all over the X, 5th Dorito, 5th snake. It's definitely got interesting. Yeah,
so we got ourselves a great game, 2-2, 3 minutes and 47 seconds left. D1 title on the line. Remember, coming at you directly after this.
I saw flags coming up as a penalty flag. I'm not sure if there's going to be a...
Well, let's check out this replay. Here's that crazy move, Miko. Okay. Boom, all the way up the Dorito side, and look at this. He just he turns his gun inside. He just doesn't see it. It looked like he was going to run down D1, and then he all of a sudden turns to shoot the guy at the A, and then he gets blasted.
Yeah, they called Dorito guy clean. I couldn't see what color that flag was. It was a major or
it was a major
minor
penalty.
So that should go on right now.
At least I thought I saw a red flag. So Top Gun calls a timeout. I think that's a pretty smart call. They lost that point. They need to kind of figure out what went wrong, and they need to scold that guy that just got the penalty and kind of had that dumb move down the Dorito. It looked really great. I think the timing was right, but it's poor execution that makes what could be a great move into a bad move.
I think he didn't know that Dorito was there.
I don't think he did either.
So if he would have got Dorito, he would have gotten him completely clean and shoot the X guy, and that would have been a move.
And it would have been amazing, and we'd be talking about how great he is right now.
I'm sure he's going to be reliving that move many times when he watched the webcast. He's like, "Oh, I didn't know." Now I know that Dorito was hot.
So 2 minutes to go here before the start of this next point. Again, coming up right after this. Tampa Bay Damage is going to be taking on the Russian Boston Red Legion for the final here in the Pro Division at the 2011 PSP World Cup.
Looks like there's still no penalty up there. So.
Yeah, I don't know what happened with that. We saw a penalty flag.
Yeah, there's definitely a flag up in the air.
There's definitely a flag in the air. Pretty sure it was a red flag. All right, let's see what happens here. Minute and 20 seconds left.
So what do you think about Russians and Damage? You've been watching all these games.
Well, yeah, I'm really excited to watch that game. Both those guys look really strong. Honestly, Russians scrapped it out a lot more today than Damage did. Damage had an easier time, but Damage is just shooting so many Russians off the break. So I think when you're breaking that game down, if the Russians can avoid the guns of Damage off the break, then I think they're going to have a really good chance, because some of those guys are really playing great. Like, they need to shut Fedorov down. If Damage doesn't shut Fedorov down, because Damage has some guys that are playing great on the Snake side, but like Holiday's playing great. They have Brown is playing great. The younger guy, Brown, he's playing great. But honestly, like, I haven't really seen too many guys play as well as Fedorov is in the Snake.
No, Fedorov's been doing since they switched to Fedorov from Dorito side to the Snake side. It's been a fantastic move during this tournament.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, Dave Baines and Carty were definitely getting from Damage. They were getting lots of kills from the Snake side.
Yeah, and so that's going to be the question. I mean, they're really going to have to stop from getting shot off the break. If they can keep out of the box too. Both those teams are going to have to try to play clean. And historically, both those teams don't get a ton of penalties. So
yeah.
All right, here we go. 5 seconds before the start of this next point.
Okay, it looks like they have four players up there. Up down.
Yeah, they do, but I don't see anyone. Do you see anyone in the box? Top Gun started. Yeah, I don't know exactly what happened, but anyway, so 4 players starting for Top Gun, and then they lose one off the break.
That's 187 cRew. Taking that point real fast.
187 cRew ends up winning that point fast. So the score is going to be 3-2 right now. With that was the quickest point we've seen. They've had a lot of drawn out points, and so it should be. Let's see if 187 cRew, or I'm sorry, Top Gun Union, going to be starting with 5 guys here. 3 minutes, 25 seconds left to play. But yeah, you know, coming up with this next match we got after this for the final.
What do you think about what happened in Dynasty? Do you think that they actually didn't have any tough games in
yeah, you know, we've been talking a lot about that. I think so. I think it did. I think that, and that's happened to them before. But it was such, and honestly, I don't know. The Russians played such a technical game, and it was really close. It was a really close match. So it's not like Dynasty got whooped up on or anything. And I think it might have. It's just tough. I mean, they played so flawless in the prelims, so it's really hard to see somebody play that well and be like, oh yeah, that's what hurt them. But we know this is a fight. Paintball is a fight, and it's so mental. So when you are in that mental grind, that battle, it's hard to come out flat if you've already fought your way through, because now you're so used to winning. But then again, Dynasty, they destroyed everyone in the prelims. They didn't get that warm-up game like, you know, in Russians. So.
And also, like I said, Sunday everything changes.
Everything changes Sunday.
That's when it all matters.
We talked about that this morning.
When, you know, some players step up, some players don't play so good. It's a totally different ball game.
Absolutely. So here we go, 20 seconds before the start of this next point. Score 3-2. 3 minutes, 25 seconds on the clock. You're watching Top Gun Union take on upTon 187 cRew, and upTon has a 1-point advantage here. We've seen some long points. This could be the last point, Miko. We could crown our D1 champion right here.
Yeah, it's 3:25 left in the game, so.
Yeah.
I think last point was like 3:30. No, last point was real fast. The point before that, so now it's 5-5.
187 cRew able to get out 5 alive, but so does Top Gun Union. And Top Gun making a move on the Dorito side of the field.
They both have pretty even spread right now. I think the biggest difference is that 187 Crew plays way more heads up on the snake side.
Yeah, I agree. Another thing that's interesting is that Top Gun has to come into upTon right now.
Yep.
They absolutely have to make moves, and they have to come at them because upTon's winning this match. If everyone just chills in their bunkers for 2 minutes and 38 seconds, well, then upTon 187 Crew is going to be our champion.
Yeah, it looks like they're going pretty defensive. The both snake side players from 187 Crew are crossing the field and shooting Dorito side, just shutting it down. And that's where the upTon, I think they have 3 players there right now. So you can see in a screen right now, like, okay, now the first. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, so look at that. 2 minutes and 10 seconds left on the clock. Top Gun Union into Snake 1. But they need to get this going here. They have 5 players left alive. They need to get going on that Dorito side. And
wow, that was a big loss right there.
Yeah.
The tower guys who's been slowing the 187 Crew going down a snake all the time. He just got shot.
Oh,
so
look at this. 187 Crew losing a player as well. We're now past the 2-minute mark to 145. Both teams with the player in Snake 1. Both teams with the player in Dorito 1. Top Gun has to go at 187 Crew. And the 187 Crew are just chilling right now. Just posted up. I mean, all you're seeing, if you're Top Gun Union, all you're looking at right now is tips of barrels and sides of hoppers.
Teams are shooting a lot of paint. You can see some of those back guys like just sitting in a pile of pots. Like I said earlier, I was shooting 7 pots in a game. Paxton, I think, was going for like 9.
Wow.
So there's a good lanes to be holding. So.
That's a lot. 9 pods is a lot of pods to carry out there for this format. Now we're about to crack the minute mark, and again, you know, they're going to need time to run this to get that little yellow thing to the net, as Davey likes to say. So Ezel over here. Ezel is in. Oh,
Ezel gets shot. That's going to be a tough one right there. Now 187 Crew has still a snake, and if he goes down to 50 snake right now, I think they're going to sit down. I think they're going to hold the game. They see there's 30 seconds left in the game.
And now look at this, just getting a good spot and chill. Now he's got a great shot cross field though. Look at this shot cross field.
Oh yeah. Oh
my God! Instead of taking the shot cross field,
25 seconds.
He ends up losing it. So. But I don't think Top Gun has enough. They got to come.
They got to go right now.
Forward. This is the World Cup in the finals.
I don't know what this guy's doing right now. He needs to go.
Here it is, finally getting up. Let's make something happen.
Oh, wow.
Look at this. They're making it happen. They might tie this up. He's got 8 seconds.
Got to run the flag.
8 seconds. Can he make it happen?
4, 3.
He's not going to have enough time.
1.
Not enough time.
Oh, wow.
I don't think there was enough time. I didn't hear the horn, but the time did run out.
That was 5 seconds more, and that would have been
5. But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know, you see this a lot, and that's why you just got to go. If you got to go a little earlier, so just not enough for Top Gun Union as they get taken down by the upTon 187 Crew.
So 187 Crew is the new champion, huh?
Yeah. So it looks that way. Let's check out this replay.
Here
before we hand out our congrats, and look at this. Just a little too late is sometimes the story of the game. And look at that, he did a great job, man. All he had to do was go 10 seconds earlier, and we would be playing in the overtime right now and seeing who's going to win the championship. But instead, it just wasn't enough. Look at this, he runs it in, but
so close.
He just didn't have enough time. He needed he needed about another 6 seconds realistically. Needed another 6 seconds, it wasn't enough, so congratulations to our D1 champions here at the 2011 PSP World Cup. So our Division 1 World Cup champions, upTon 187 Crew. Tell your friends, get on Facebook, call everybody. We got the pro finals coming at you. Right after this, Tampa Bay Damage, the hometown boys, going to be taking on the Russian Legion. Do not go anywhere. I'm Matt Marshall, and I have Nico Hutlin up here. We got Dave Youngblood coming up to sit in for the final game. We'll see you in a few.